Hello, today we are going to talk about elements. What is an element? An element is a pure substance that cannot be broken down into simpler substances by a chemical reaction. Every element is identified by a symbol that is 1 to 2 letters. For example, hydrogen has the 1-letter symbol of H, whereas gold has the 2-letter symbol AU. Where the element is found on the table tells us about its properties. This is the periodic table of elements. In chemistry, elements are organized from smallest to largest atomic number by the periods, which are the rows which have the same electron ground energy level, and by groups or columns that have similar properties. The elements on the table may be grouped in different ways. They can, for example, be divided by metals, nonmetals, and metalloids. Here are some common elements and their symbols. As you can see, the symbol is always 1 to 2 letters. Now let's take a closer look at the periodic table of elements. Let's look to the left side of the periodic table. What do we see? There's the elements lithium, beryllium, sodium, magnesium, potassium, calcium, rubidium, strontium, cesium, barium, francium, and radium. The elements found in groups 1 and 2 are referred to as the alkali and alkaline metals. They tend to be good conductors of heat and electricity and are shiny solids at room temperature. The only metal that is not a solid at room temperature is mercury, and that is a liquid. On the right side of the table we have our nonmetals. Those are dull in appearance and poor conductors of heat and electricity. These can be solids, liquids, or gases at room temperature. Examples of solids are sulfur and carbon, liquids are bromine, and gas examples are nitrogen and oxygen. Another area on the periodic table of elements of interest are the metalloids. These are located along the solid line that begins at boron and angles towards astatine. These have both properties of metals and nonmetals. There are only 7 elements that are metalloids, and these are boron, arsenic, silicon, antimony, germanium, tellurium, and polonium. How do elements play a part in the human body? There are 4 elements that make up 96% of the mass of the human body, and they are oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, and nitrogen. Carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen are found in the 4 main types of biological molecules: proteins, carbohydrates, lipids, and nucleic acids. Proteins and nucleic acids contain nitrogen. Sulfur and magnesium are present in smaller amounts. At least 100 milligrams of each is needed in our daily diets. Magnesium helps us maintain normal nerve and muscle function while helping to support a healthy immune system. It also keeps our heartbeat steady and helps bones remain strong. This too is found in proteins. Sulfur is considered one of the most abundant minerals found in our body and is available via our diets and derived exclusively from proteins. Your body needs sulfur to build and fix your DNA and protect your cells from damage that can lead to serious diseases such as cancers. Sulfur also assists your body to metabolize food and contributes to the health of your skin, tendons, and ligaments. The 2 amino acids that include sulfur are methionine and cysteine. The element iodine is needed for proper thyroid function. This is used by the thyroid gland to control growth and development. Let's look at some more elements in the human body. Many trace elements such as nickel, boron, and cobalt are needed in the daily diet, as are some major minerals such as potassium and calcium. Now that we looked at elements individually and some of the functions elements have for us, let's look what will happen when we take 2 or more elements and combine them. When 2 or more elements are combined, this is called a compound. One well-known compound is water, which is the combination of hydrogen and oxygen. How does the chemical formula look? Well, it will consist of the element symbols to show what elements the compound consists of, and subscripts to show how many elements of each atom are in the compound. Let's go back to our earlier example of water. Our symbols are H for hydrogen and O for oxygen. When we combine them, our formula is H2O. Here the number after the H tells us that we have 2 hydrogen atoms. And when there is no number after a symbol, That tells us there is only one atom. So for water, we have 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. Today in this video, we looked at some basics of elements, from what an element is, the different types of elements, and even examples of elements in our body. We ended with looking at what happens when 2 or more elements are combined. I hope you join us for more informative videos on the wonderful world of chemistry. On behalf of the Purdue University Global Academic Success Center and the Science Center, thank you for watching and have a great day.